Hello, everybody, and welcome to Anime Survivor episode 120, Mothers vs. Mommies. I'm Max, and you're the rest
Sam.
of my co-hosts. If you could introduce yourselves.
What do you mean? I was going to introduce myself next.
Then do it, Thomas.
Fine. Well, Natalie's supposed to
Yeah, Natalie, you're supposed to be first. We're doing it by alphabetical, by alias.
Well, I didn't know that Vulcan was using his alias. Hi, I'm Natalie.
I'm Thomas.
Fucking goddamn it. I'm Sam, which is before T, Thomas.
Hi, I'm Dr. Vulcan. I'm here for Infinite Sad.
I mean, we're all here for Infinite Sad, but we should.
Dude, I fucking got it.
But the only way to celebrate Infinite Sad is, of course, to celebrate Mother's Day. For all of you who are fortunate enough to still have a living biological mother, preferably one that gives a shit about you.
Fortunate.
Something I don't have either of. Is that too dark?
Proud of you.
Are we good? Huh?
I'm proud of you, Max.
I mean, the point is to trauma dump on you, right? Like, that's all I'm doing.
100%.
Cool. So anyway, for those of you...
Audience, yes.
Huh? We did it. Damn, that's crazy. Thanks, chat. I like we have someone jump in and they just immediately get my mom is dead. It's good. But I think it's time to start the episode, right, everybody? So, the first tribe we have to talk about is, of course, the Mothers tribe. These are all notorious anime moms. First off, we have Ai Hoshino. She's from Oshinoko. She's an idol. Natalie, anything you would like to say about Ai?
I mean, her eyes are sparkly.
They're very sparkly. That and, you know, she's really good at getting stabbed to death. Her talents.
And nobody in her idol group likes her.
Yeah, no. Well, to be fair, she is better than all of them. Speaking of people who are not as good as Ai Hoshino, next we have Etsuko Urameshi, Yusuke's mom from Yu Yu Hakusho. She's just drunk all the time. That's her thing.
It's her medicine.
We definitely don't understand any of that.
Huh?
We definitely don't understand that.
No. Watching Etsuko, I was like, yeah, this is a normal mother-parent relationship. This checks out. Finally, representation.
Max, it's not drunk. She's just taking her medicine. You're so mean.
Speaking of other motherly relationships I can identify with, we have Bambi's mom.
Jesus Christ.
I'm so proud of myself for that. I don't know what to say about Bambi's mom. She's here. Next we have Charlotte Pickles from Rugrats.
Not for long.
Yeah, Bambi's Sam. Just for that, Bambi's mom's gonna win the episode.
You're right.
Next we have Charlotte Pickles from Rugrats. Her whole thing is she's a high-powered, independent woman who don't need no man or to pay attention to her daughter. I think those are her defining attributes, right?
Sounds about right.
Except she does have a man. She does not pay attention to her daughter. Oh, we have Chi-Chi from Dragon Ball Z. She'll kick your ass.
Yep.
That's all there is to say about her. Izumi Curtis from Full Metal Alchemist. She will also kick your ass. Peggy Hill from King of the Hill. She will paddle your ass. There she is with her.
Show you her feet.
There she is with her studded yaoi paddle.
That just spells yaoi in Braille.
It does. Noted anime survivor winner, Peggy fucking Hill. We also have Vanilla the Rabbit from Sonic the Hedgehog, who I believe is the size of a normal adult human. Thomas, how high up was she on the top 10 hottest female characters in Sonic list?
According to Ranker, number 11.
No, she was in the top 10.
Wait, what? Wasn't she I didn't see that video.
Oh, you didn't? Natalie, what number was she?
Was it-
No, you were driving to like the college con without me.
We were driving. Oh yeah, we were. Anyway, she's here, and then your forger, who will also kick your ass. So that's our mother's tribe.
She'll stab your ass.
She will. Yeah, she will. She'll do a lot of things to your ass. And then, of course, we have the Mommies tribe. Thomas, would you like to introduce the Mommies?
Yeah, there's like all of them.
Yeah. Just because you're the most uncomfortable with this, you're of the group of us, you are the most obviously uncomfortable with the fact that this is the theme for the season.
Yeah, fuck. Well, there's Cynthia from Pokemon, and she owns a dragon.
Okay.
There's Hollow from Spice and Wolf, and she is the wolf part of Spice and Wolf.
Okay.
There's Lola Bunny from Space Jam and Space Jam 2: A New Legacy.
But notably in Space Jam 2, they did remove her mommy milkers.
Oh, so this is only the Lola Bunny
This is-
from
this is
Space
the old
Jam
one.
1 then.
I can't believe that was a real thing people were mad about.
Well, you know, that's what happens when the brand isn't consistent, okay?
The dumber part about people being mad about that was they were using highly sexualized fan art of Lola as their representation for original Space Jam. So they were like, oh, they made Lola flat, and it's like you are using like weird fan art as your point of reference that is not representative of what she looked like in the fucking movie. You disgusting bastards.
Speaking of disgusting bastards, there's Lukoa from Dragon Maid, right?
Yeah, Kobayashi.
God, why do I know like who all of these characters are?
Because I made you enter them into the simulator for me.
The answer is because you're a gooner and you just don't want to admit it.
Yeah.
I'm a gooner. I'm a gooner.
Yeah.
Anyways, there's my Valentine. She's gonna beat your ass at card games.
Or get kidnapped. I heard all she does in the anime is get kidnapped.
That's true.
That's
There's Masato Katsuragi from that show where Shinji sits in a chair.
I believe it's called Gurren Lagann.
Gurren Lagann. Why the fuck is Yoko not here? But we have Mitsuri Kanroji, who I know from Demon Slayer, but who I know more from Max complaining about Demon Slayer.
That is true. She's here.
Yeah,
she's
that's
here
like
to find a
10 out of 10
husband.
anime, actually.
She's here to find a husband, and unfortunately for her, this is a cast of all women.
Just she just
She
gotta
can find a
find
husband if she tries hard enough.
If she wins Anime Survivor, she will finally be marriage material.
Well, no, wait. If she wins, then she can play Anime Bachelor and be able to find a good husband.
You know, we can make that episode. we can make that an episode.
There's Nico Robin from One Piece, who actually does deserve to be on this list. People are gross.
I was between her and Nami, but I felt like Misato was more fun, and I didn't want to do two winners on one tribe.
No, Nico Robin was definitely more of the mommy of the two.
Okay.
And then there's Tsunade.
I appreciate
And that's our cast.
I appreciate Andre telling us we need Jesus. Andre, you host what Bad Hentai? You would know as our resident Jesus needer.
That's our resident hyper goon.
Yeah, no. Andre's the resident authority on who needs saving. Okay, Andre, I want to know, of the five of us here, who needs the most saving? Between me,
Good thing I'm out of the way.
Thomas, Sam, Natalie, and Mr. Vulcan. This is good content when we ask chat.
Well, listen. I think Natalie needs the most saving.
Well,
Because, it's
Why?
not too late for her like it is for us.
yeah, Natalie's the most recent. Yeah, that checks out. Okay, Natalie, as the one who needs the most saving, you get to pick who you're rooting for first.
Oh. I wasn't ready to pick who I was rooting for.
Okay,
This
well
is
then
the
Thomas
start.
gets to pick who he's rooting for first.
Alright, first of all, I'll say it's absolutely fucking disgusting what the Pokemon community does to Cynthia.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's legitimately gross. We do not need that shit in the, like, haha monster catcher fucking show. That being said, I'm gonna support Cynthia to win.
You filthy degenerate. I mean, would you say how the Pokemon community treats Cynthia is worse or better than how they treat Gardevoir?
It's worse.
Ooh.
Well,
Ooh.
okay, Gardevoir is uncalled for.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, worse or better than
Yeah.
Vaporeon?
Listen, anything's better than Vaporeon.
Okay, we found the line. Okay, so you're rooting for Cynthia. Natalie, are you ready yet?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, who are you rooting for?
I'll root for Ai Hoshino.
That checks out.
I like Oshinoko.
Yeah.
It's a good anime. It's a good manga with a great ending. I love how it ends.
I feel like that's sarcastic and I don't want to know since I have not
Yeah,
read
you
the
don't.
manga. I'll be fine. Sam, what are you feeling?
I am gonna have to go with the classics. So I'm gonna root for Lola Bunny.
You fucking
Sam,
degenerate.
where do you stand on the Lola Bunny flat debate?
Where do I land?
Yeah, where do you
my
land? What's
answer
your position?
is my answer is that they're dealing with a stat slider situation where they have to pick and choose how they're optimizing the character, and they decided that they needed to reduce chest size to increase ass. The new
I
Lola
see.
Bunny is just as sexualized as the original.
Just updated for modern standards.
Outdated for modern standards.
He's right and I hate it. So, Mr. Vulcan,
Yeah,
please
You're
save
really
this
hoping-
conversation.
I will, because all I've wanted to do is put acid down my ears. I'm rooting for Azumi Curtis because not only will she fight to the death, including her own death for her adopted family, but she'll cough blood on them too while she's judging them, and that's just hilarious.
So she'll give them Ebola or something.
Yeah, while
Like-
saving them and beating the hell out of
even if you
somebody
beat
else.
me, have my bloodborne illnesses.
Exactly.
I'm
Also, I'm a big fan of strong parental figures who've maybe committed war crimes, but we're not quite sure.
okay. I'm
Yeah.
going full Bambi's mom.
Well, that makes sense for you, Max.
It does. I'm rooting for someone. My mentality here is Bambi's mom is probably going to get shot pretty quickly, and then I can root for someone we've established as interesting. Because, as funny as it would be
Yeah.
to root for Vanilla Rabbit, her name is fucking Vanilla. I don't think we're doing much with that.
Max, may I make a horrible observation that will send me to hell?
We've said a lot of stuff that's already sending us to hell today. So please.
Okay. Are you rooting for Bambi's mom because Bambi's mom didn't choose to die? She just had to get fridged because the writers demanded it?
I can't. It's very interesting that sitting in the room, they're like, well, Bambi needs character motivation. Let's kill his fucking mom.
Yeah, but like Bambi's mom didn't try to do it. It was just done to her.
Well, a deer in headlight situation.
Yeah.
Anyway, chat, feel free to let us know who you're rooting for. I'm pretty sure at least one of you is already on the Nico Robin train. I don't know anything about Nico Robin. I just went, well, we need One Piece character in here. They're all hypersexualized. But let's go. So, right out the gate, Bambi's mom gets an advantage.
Oh shit.
I picked right. Yeah, it's, let's see, can steal a reward, extra vote, or individual immunity. Expires after the third tribal council.
Honestly, considering it's Bambi's mom, individual immunity may be the best play.
Yeah.
But will it allow her to see car lights before they're too close?
You know, here's the thing. I think, let's be honest, Bambi's mom in the process of getting out would be too paralyzed to actually use an advantage to save herself. The mommies win immunity. They also get Flint. That's pretty cool. So on the Mother's Tribe, Bambi's mom and Charlotte Pickles bond strongly. They're both absent parents.
I was gonna say both of those are childhood classics, but yeah.
I mean, that too. I mean, how many Zoomers have seen Rugrats?
I haven't.
Huh?
0 out of 2.
Yeah, that checks out. And I mean, Thomas has seen fucking Freakazoid, so
Yeah, that's true. Well, I'm built different. That being said, it's also 0 out of 2 for me.
okay. Well, you know, at least Smoochy Rat loves Rugrats. Oh god, Smoochy Rat's definitely a Zoomer. They like Rugrats. Okay, we've got one. Chat has seen Rugrats. That's the benefit of having multiple people in chat. Collectively, they're one person. So if one person has done something, they all have. That's how it works.
Hell yeah.
Atsuko has a major meltdown. I think she's already drank all the booze.
So they won't give her her goddamn Merlot, and she just wants her goddamn Merlot.
I'm not drinking any fucking Merlot.
She's not here for the fucking Zinfandel. She's here for the Merlot.
Wow, yeah, Miles from Sideways is going to beat the shit out of her.
Yeah.
They put the Merlot at the top of a tree just to taunt her.
Yeah. Hoshino and Bambi's mom also bond slightly. Absent parents.
Oh, I think they got something in common.
I think we're going to get a lot of bonding over being absent parents on the Mother's Tribe.
Uh-huh.
Also, they both have a facial expression that says, "Don't observe me or I will die from shock."
That's true. Yeah, I mean, Hoshino lives to be seen. Bambi's mom dies upon being seen.
They're yin and yang.
God, chat's already falling apart.
I hate to say this so early, but they're facing opposite directions and standing back to back like a movie poster.
Moving on, we have our first alliance of Hoshino and Bambi's mom, and they're already BFFs.
Can it be the alliance of absent mothers?
It's gonna be a little better than that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's relevant. I'm not calling it in the sightline. I'm not doing this. Thomas, your girl Cynthia has found a hidden immunity idol.
Yeah. Well, she is like an archaeologist. It makes sense.
Okay.
Was
So
the hidden immunity a rock cut TM?
Well,
what TM does she have?
I mean, she's a champion, probably many.
That's a fair point. Yeah, see, hear me. I never beat Gen 4. Okay, my Valentine and Tsunade have a small.
That's why all the fucking Zoomers are into her, because she traumatized them.
Cynthia did. Yeah, she stepped on their
Yeah.
teams.
She stepped on their teams.
Yeah. That's why we have a sexual fetish with Lance. Bisexual anime survivor icon. Okay, my Valentine and Tsunade have a small fight. 100% Tsunade thought they were playing poker, and Mai thought they were playing Yu-Gi-Oh! Right? Like, they each
Yeah.
pulled out a deck of cards. They're like, let's fucking go. Tsunade's like Royal Flush. Mai's like Pot of Greed.
Also, neither one of them will admit that they dye their hair.
They're like, wow, I can see your roots. I don't dye my hair. I can see your roots. Okay. Petty bullshit. Love it. Lukoa and Mitsuri Kanrijo find something in common.
They're both bad depictions of women.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're both the most fan servicey characters in their series.
They both
Listen,
dye
they're
their
not
hair.
very progressive.
They're complimenting their hair dyeing. Like, oh my gosh, I love it. It looks so cute.
Yeah, so mine and Tsunade who dyed their hair are sitting there denying it. Lukoa and Mitsuri are like, oh, I love your hair. What brand? Okay. So one of our mothers is going home. I think it's Atsuko. Nothing has really happened except she's been upset.
I think they're gonna take a shot at Vanilla immediately.
Why?
It's just a
Maybe-
hunch, okay?
Okay.
Maybe they'll go
I
for
think
Anime
Vanilla's
Survivor
going
winner,
weakness.
Peggy Hill.
Anime Survivor winner Paddle and Peggy Hill. Let's check it out. Bambi uses the hidden immunity idol on Ai Hoshino.
This is why
I
Bambi
cannot wait
dies
for Big and
after
No
Act
votes.
1.
Huh? So, my theory here is, of course, Bambi mom meant to use it on herself, but froze, and I just took it and used it for herself. Anyway, neither of them received... Well, at least I didn't get any votes. First vote, Atsuko. Atsuko. Charlotte. Atsuko. Atsuko is voted out 7-2. The only other Charlotte vote was Vanilla Rabbit.
Damn.
Yeah. Well, already have one flubbed idol play, and we're one tribal council in.
To be fair, it's very in character for Bambi's mom to live round to round.
Atsuko's on the edge of extinction. Surprise, this is an Edge of Extinction series season. That means that periodically there will be times where characters will return to the game.
Oh.
Once at Merge, and then once at Final 5, back up to Final 6. So, hey, maybe we'll still have some Atsuko stuff. Anyway, we have the Dead Mother Society of Ai Hoshino and Bambi's mom. How'd you feel about that name, Vulcan?
I think it's poetic and beautiful. I think the only thing that could have been better is some pun based on roadkill. So I think you did a good job.
I'm trying to think of how to make it better, and I can't.
I think it just needs to be a larger society, so some more mothers can die in this game. That'd be good.
I hope. Unfortunately, the mothers win immunity, so I don't think any mothers are dying today. Though they do now have knives, so something could happen. Oh no! Yeah, ponytail over the shoulder, dead anime mom hair. Who does have Okay, wait, real quick. Yeah, so Izumi, Charlotte, and Chi-Chi all have ponytails. That's some dead mom shit. Just to be clear. Thank you, GDM Charms. Pointing that out. Okay, on the Mother's Tribe, Peggy Hill's impressing the rest of the team. Did she finally get a word in
explaining her. No, she's explaining her world famous tuna casserole and how she just puts gin in it.
I was gonna say she's trying to explain her world famous tuna casserole in Spanish.
You know, we got there.
Yeah. Well, she does think she's good at Spanish.
Yes, true. She does.
Okay. I Hoshino and Vanilla the Rabbit find something in common. Thomas,
Oh.
Oh,
is
man,
it
I don't
that
know.
they are both facing in one direction but looking in the other?
Yeah, but we already used that.
We did, and I just wanted to make you feel included by doing that.
Well, technically speaking, Ai's hand is like by her hat, and Vanilla Rabbit is like holding a basket that is like in a movie poster that would be used to highlight the characters' differences.
They're pretty different, but they have something in common.
Murder.
Are they both the size of a human woman?
They are both the size of a human woman. Unfortunately, it is not murder.
Well,
To be
Vanilla's outfit.
honest, do you think they're the exact same height?
Yes. Well, Vanilla's the height of every adult human woman. So she's always changing height. And I
So
think
she's just like an idol. She's she can change herself to appeal to everyone.
yeah, and I wants to steal that power. Because the only thing I
Insulted.
can't do is magically change her height.
She can do literally everything else.
Literally everything else. New alliance dropped. I Hoshino, Bambi's mom, Charlotte, Pickles, and Paddle and Peggy.
What the heck?
Yeah, what do we call this? Whatever. On the Mommies
Wait.
tribe. No, it's too late. I made a name because no one else had anything.
No, I according to the fan wikis I'm looking at,
Uh-huh.
Ai Hoshino and Vanilla Rabbit are both 4 feet something.
We did it. Hollow and Lola Bunny
One of them's
bond.
4'3" and the other one's 4'11".
Well, Vanilla's the size of a normal human woman, so she can be 4'11" if she wants to.
This episode is already giving me chest pains.
Okay, how do you feel about Hollow and Lola Bunny bonding strongly?
No, this makes sense.
Yeah, they're both like, I'm a furry.
They both have to go to the vet at least 3 times a year, but their HMO won't cover it, so they're constantly getting fleas.
Oh no. They're sharing fleas. Hollow gets...
Alright.
I like it. Hollow gets in a fight with Misato. Hollow has fleas.
Well, no. She's mad because Masato has a home.
No, remember, Misato's a filthy renter. She doesn't own a home. Pen's her fucking
but
landlord.
But she's stuck attached to like some grain or whatever. Like she's jealous that she could just go wherever the fuck she wants.
Oh, Misato...
No, this is simpler than that. Masato mistook Holo for just being a dog and put out a bowl of food for her.
Yeah.
And Holo was grossly offended, and Masato doesn't understand because she's like, well, if you're going to let the ears out, then you should expect me to treat you like a dog.
Well, I mean,
And
also...
then she's like, I'm not a dog, I'm a fox.
Also, now that Etsuko's gone, Misato's drinking all the wine.
Yeah. So Masato's gone full anti-furry on her.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, and she's also being racist because she's a fox, not a dog.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like Masato thinks humans should be humans, and if you're a hybrid, you're a monster.
Yeah.
I'm really glad we've just ruined Misato as a character. I liked her arc of just trying to be a homeowner.
It was a fun arc.
just
I mean, that's
every interaction
true.
is her
Let's not
trying to
take that
steal
away.
someone's house. New alliance just dropped.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it looks like Misato and Hollow don't hate each other enough to not be in an alliance together.
I mean,
true.
you could call it it's 5 o'clock somewhere, because I think most of these people drink.
That's true. We've never seen Lola Bunny drink, but like, come on.
Yeah.
I think Lola Bunny could do keg stands.
Oh, Lola Bunny could definitely rock a keg stand. The only character here I don't think is a drunk is like Cynthia.
Oh, I think Cynthia's the most drunk. She drinks whiskey, though. She drinks it slowly, and she stares aggressively at her enemies while she does it.
Okay.
I like to think she just always has a wine buzz, you know?
Oh,
Cynthia?
that too.
Yeah.
I mean, Thomas, you're the resident Cynthia expert. What's her alcohol of choice?
Probably the tears of young trainers.
Ooh. So
Yeah,
so
so wine,
vermouth.
Yeah.
Anyway, my Valentine works hard at camp and becomes tired. Okay, a mommy's going home. I'm
Fuck
feeling
yes.
Lukoa. I don't know why. That's just my vibe. Any other guesses?
Well, Tsunade was in a fight earlier, and she's not in the alliance.
Wait, she got
so
in a
maybe
Oh yeah, she
Rai
did.
Is, huh? What?
I forgot she had any character development.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see. I mean, Nico Robin's the only one that nothing has happened to yet.
Just like in One Piece.
Yeah. First vote, Nico Robin. Finally, something's happening to her. Mitsuri, Nico, Mitsuri, Mitsuri. Mitsuri is voted out 6-3. With Lukoa, Mitsuri, and Tsunade voting for Nico. What a tragedy. So we have Dead Mother Society. Mother's the one that is supposed to do something. Do the thing. Okay. Oh, well, I guess it's just not gonna replace. This is,
No votes.
huh?
No vote totals. Or
You're-
no seeing who voted for who.
Oh, we knew. We saw.
Okay, never mind. Sorry.
I like.
confused.
Okay, Cynthia would smugly drink wine like Maximilian Pegasus. I believe that. Except, again, it's a glass of vermouth. But I think she would drink it like Maximilian Pegasus would. Okay, we've got It's 5 o'clock somewhere. Which, does weird capitalization rules, but whatever. The mommies win a reward. They get 3 hens and a rooster. So they can have eggs. And then the
Does Lola
mothers...
Bunny feel a weird? Does Lola Bunny feel a weird primal need to kill the chickens or herd them?
Bunnies don't... I think Lola Bunny just wants to hide the eggs.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, Ai Hoshino finds an idol. And then Your Forger
It was
does
herself.
something. Huh?
The idol she found was herself.
Yeah. She's like, I'm an idol. And they're like, shit. She is.
Your Forger impresses the rest of the team by finding one member of the film crew and showing the 100 ways she could paralyze them.
She's like, hey, everybody. So, if they're telling you have to leave the island, you can just do this and they'll make you stay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Nico Robin releases the chickens. Nico Robin going for the Sia money.
And they're feral because the eggs were hidden, so now they're angry.
Yes. So I have to explain this real quick. Nico Robin is going for the Sia money. For those of you who are
He is a pirate.
Sia the musician, to be very clear, who wrote Chandelier and shit. Sia is a huge fan of Survivor, to the point where she unscripted walked up during an episode, during a reunion, took the microphone from Jeff and announced how much she loved a certain player. She sure loves her anonymity, doesn't she? Anyway, Sia would give money to players she liked, and it created a meta where one of the things she liked was when players were nice to chickens. So it created a meta where people would release the chickens or otherwise be very nice to them in hopes they would get money from Sia. This is a real thing.
I have a question, though.
Yes.
I get that this is a real thing and that a human being is called Sia. I'm trying to believe that.
Yes.
But is it that eggs are very expensive now and she simply wanted to make sure nobody could get an egg monopoly on the island?
And that's why Sia would do this?
No, that's why Nico Robin did it.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I don't care about Sia.
Okay.
I don't believe Sia's a real person, Max.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. I mean, yeah, I could see Nico doing that. I just really wanted to touch on this.
No, I get that. I can see it being both, but I'm just wondering, like, is there a conspiracy to upscale the price of eggs on the island since there's so few people and a large demand for protein?
I mean, she is literally a pirate. That checks the fuck out.
There we go.
Okay. My Valentine and Misato bond slightly. Yeah, they seem like they'd be friends.
Neither one of them can afford a home.
Yeah. Yeah, Misato's like, I need a home, and my Valentine's like, I had a home, but that like my only home is where I've been kidnapped to. Home is where the captive is. Okay, another mommy's going home. I think it's Nico this time. What about you guys?
Not an alliance.
She isn't. That's true.
I think it's Lukoa. No reason.
That would check out too. First vote, Nico. Lukoa. Yep, it's Lukoa.
Oh shit, I was right.
I mean, Lukoa was the other option from my perspective because they voted out her friend Mitsuri. So it's either they go with their previous decoy vote, which was Nico, or they just vote out Lukoa, who was the ally of the person, not ally, but close relationship to the player they took out last time.
Wow, they really don't like girls who dye the ends of their hair, because they took out Mitsuri and now they took out Lukoa.
What credit to the Mommies tribe? They are taking out the most like reprehensible representations first. Like Lukoa's gross. Mitsuri's very fan servicey insert. They're trying to only keep characters with actual development, it feels like. Like Mai is 100% next. But, we just had a twist. So now we have 3 tribes of 5. Our new mother's tribe is Ai Hoshino, Charlotte Pickles, Chi-Chi, Cynthia, and Hollow.
That's rough.
It is rough. Our new Mommy's tribe is rough for me. Because it's Bambi's mom, Lola Bunny, Misato, Nico Robin, and Vanilla. And then the stepmom's tribe is Izumi, Mai, Peggy, Tsunade, and Yor.
Wow.
And also, I just want to shout out to us. None of our picks have been eliminated yet.
Way to jinx it, asshole.
Natalie's still
so
got
badass.
Thomas still has Cynthia. I still have Bambi. I forgot what the other 2 have.
I have Lola Bun.
Sim has Lola, and Dr. Vulcan has Izumi. We're doing great, team.
Max, why did you jinx this? What is wrong with you?
Because it got boring.
It's way more interesting if we start losing.
Yeah, the Mother's tribe is chaos since I and Cynthia both have idols.
This is true.
And they each have 1 ally on the tribe. Okay, stepmoms win immunity, mommies win immunity. Perfect. The tribe with both idols is going to tribal council.
I don't like this.
I love this. So, first off, let's look at the Mother's Tribe. Hollow rests at camp. That's all that happens.
Well, she's got to hibernate for the winter.
Honestly.
Yeah. I mean, I think they lost her corn. Or wheat. She's tied to wheat, right? Sam, you're the Spice and Wolf expert.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's tied to wheat. Also, Vulcan's never seen Spice and Wolf. I think he'd like it.
All right.
Okay, so the Mommies Alliance 2 is just never going to replace. I don't trust this. I'm going to try it one more time. It's supposed to be substitute teachers. I couldn't think of a better name. Oh, wait. This is a new alliance. Ignore me. Okay, what do we want to call this? Between Lola Bunny, Misato, and Nico Robin.
Teenage angst.
Yeah, noted angsty character Lola Bunny.
The law of,
What?
know, Evangelion, One Piece, and Lola Bunny.
You're right, 90s.
This is the big three.
Yeah, the big three anime. We've got One Piece, we've got Evangelion, we've got fucking Space Jam.
I mean, he could just call it existential despair.
Space Jam is a happy place.
Sure it is.
I'm never sad when I'm space jamming. Okay, and geez, nothing happens anywhere. Okay, Mother's Tribe. Does Chi-Chi go home?
I'm
She's
worried
done nothing.
for Ola.
For Holo?
I think they're gonna take Hollow out.
Yeah.
I mean, Cynthia could play an idol for Holo. They're in an alliance together.
I'm gonna go with Chi Chi.
I'm feeling Chi-Chi just because she's unidled for protection.
Yeah, isn't she the only one who's also not in an alliance?
Yes, so it's very easy for everyone to agree on her. Yeah. But otherwise, yeah, it's Holo. Also, Chi-Chi's been boring so far, so I wouldn't mind losing her. Okay,
I mean, she's boring in the anime too.
Yeah. I place her idol for Charlotte. Charlotte receives 1 vote, 2 votes, 3 votes. Chi-Chi's voted
man,
out.
She gets idled out. Damn.
Yeah. Damn, yeah,
Why
Chi-Chi...
were they targeting Charlotte?
I don't know. Because she was too busy. They lost the challenge because she was too busy on the cell phone. She's like, I can do both, guys.
She's an absentee mother. Now she's an absentee challenger.
Yeah. Yeah, she's never... In the immortal words of the band Cake, she's never there. Yeah. Okay, Atsuko Urameshi finds an advantage for the re-entry challenge. And Chi-Chi gets to assign an extra vote to a player attending the next tribal council. So it's going to go to Cynthia, Misato, or Izumi. Clicking buttons. Okay, Mother's Alliance 2. We need to rename this since it wasn't letting us earlier. Any ideas for the alliance of I, Bambi's mom, Charlotte, and Peggy Hill?
Pickleball.
Okay, let's do it. I called them substitute teachers because I like good ideas. I like pickleball.
I mean, you could call them substitute teachers. I was just looking at the paddle and Charlotte Pickles, so I'm a simple man.
We've received our best review to date, which is I've never seen Survivor, but I think this is the only Survivor I need in my life.
If you've been a survivor of domestic abuse, there's a hotline for you.
Yeah, take that, Beyonce. We've got you. You've clocked.
All right, whoever gave that review, please. There's a hotline out there. Call somebody. This should not be your best survivor.
That's true.
Something's deeply wrong with you.
But shut up. I just want to feel loved and acknowledged, and this is the closest I'm ever going to get to that. So just let me be happy. Blake.
Happy Mother's Day,
Vulcan.
Max.
I mean,
Happy
everyone.
Mother's Day.
Thanks. I love being appreciated on Mother's Day. You know how appreciated I was today, Thomas?
Oh,
I got to have an all-you-can-eat buffet for breakfast.
you bastard.
Yeah.
My father ate the pastries I bought for myself.
Damn. You know what I had at the buffet?
What? Don't tell me.
There were potatoes O'Brien. And they were like the quarter potatoes, not just like tiny diced. Bacon,
Yeah.
eggs,
All
French
right, so who
toast.
cares about your buffet?
No.
move on.
French toast and salmon.
God damn, dude.
Yeah, I
Sounds
died.
good.
I died and went to food heaven. It's salmon. Stepmoms win immunity, mothers win immunity, so mommies are going to tribal council. So in the Mother's tribe, Charlotte and Hollow have a minor disagreement. I think Charlotte saw Hollow and went, "No, Angelica cannot keep you as a pet." Honey, take Hollow back. She doesn't even know she's on the island. She thinks she's at home.
So one of the problems before Hollow got on the island is that she's been in a 4-month dispute with her HMO to get her fleas covered
Yeah.
and to get the vet visits covered. So she was put on hold before she got on the island. She wants to call the line to find out if she can finally talk to somebody at Kaiser, but Charlotte will not let her borrow her phone.
Yeah, of course not. Charlotte's on a very important business call.
Well, because of the minutes, Max. It's just too expensive.
It is. It's roaming fees. I mean, this is a '90s phone. Like the fact that it's a cell phone itself is a miracle. I does bond with Hollow though.
Oh. They both have bad names?
Game
She too
recognizes game.
wants to use the cell phone to tell her children she loves them.
One last time.
Well,
Yeah.
no. She can only do that on her deathbed because she's afraid.
You think she died in a bed?
Oh, okay. Well,
She died on the
Wait.
floor.
Wait,
I wasn't being literal, guys. Come on.
wait. Didn't Bambi's mom have a disagreement with Charlotte too?
I don't think so.
Because if she had, are we living in an island where Bambi's mom has died canonically, so on this island she's still alive? Because if that's the case, then Charlotte could let Bambi's mom call Bambi, who's just living thinking his mom's still dead.
Canonically within Anime Survivor, the island exists in a realm where you can be living, or it's like Lost. The rules don't matter.
So what I'm saying is Bambi's mom, if she killed Charlotte and got that cell phone, could call Bambi and tell Bambi hey, I'm proud of you. One more time.
She'd be calling at the time she came.
I mean, what I love more
And her
than that
original-
is the fact that when Bambi's mom gets voted out, she just resumes being dead.
Oh my god.
We have pulled her soul out of the river Styx to drop her on a Fijian island.
So this is like Fate Stay Night.
Wrong with us.
This is
guess.
hell.
Anime Survivor is completely ethical. Don't worry about
She's
it.
trying to make it to the family visit.
No living animals were harmed in the creation of Anime Survivor.
Dead animals were though.
Many dead animals were harmed, however.
Yeah. Okay. Bambi's mom and Lola Bunny have a minor disagreement. Bambi's mom is just
They're-
upset. Huh?
They're trying to figure out who has more of a right to be afraid of predators.
I mean, that makes sense.
Lola Bunny doesn't understand why Bambi's mom wasn't just getting out of the way. Why does Bambi not just get up on her hind legs and just run?
I think it's simpler than that. Bambi's mom is upset Lola hid all of the eggs because now Bambi's mom can't have a nice Easter egg hunt for her son. Lola ruined it.
Well, also, Bambi's mom cannot dribble that basketball.
And she's tired of being called out for traveling.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, chat thinks they just fought over the last carrot, which is also fair and is the most reasonable conclusion.
Honestly, I like that
It's too
one.
reasonable.
The other problem is Bambi's mom is a Kings fan, and Lola's just can't.
She's on the Toon Squad. I like how much we've pulled from a minor disagreement.
Bambi keeps saying light the beam, and Lola's like, I'm going to eat you for dinner.
Lola, Nico, Robin bond strongly. I think Nico also doesn't like the Kings.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, do you think Nico Robbins like hand making powers make her good at basketball?
Her what powers?
Definitely.
In One Piece, you can like make hands everywhere.
That sounds like cheating. But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, but so is like. You're acting like they don't cheat. In
they would never
Space
cheat.
Jam.
Okay, 5 o'clock somewhere dissolves.
It's no
Wow.
longer 5 o'clock.
The Hangover. They have a
5
hangover.
o'clock anywhere.
When a new alliance forms with them, we're calling it the Hangover. Okay, Izumi and Mai have a small fight. I think this is very simple. Mai's talking about being abducted all of the time, and Izumi is like, why don't you simply fight back? And Mai's like, I try, it doesn't work. And Izumi's like, fight back harder.
That makes sense.
And then
Cough.
she talks about the time she survived in the wilderness completely on her own.
And then she
And
coughs
doesn't mention the
blood.
part where she stole a bunch of food.
Yeah. And then she coughs blood on Mai.
Yeah.
Izumi has a major meltdown. She has coughed up a lot of blood. That is true. Okay, one of her
But
mommies
it's
is
not a
going
medical emergency yet.
one of
she
the
didn't cry at all. She just coughed up blood.
Yeah, that's all it was. A lot of blood. I think, unfortunately, I am going to lose Bambi's mom on this vote.
Probably. But maybe it's
What
vanilla.
about
I'll be dark
vanilla?
horse,
They
it's
should take
vanilla.
out vanilla.
Please take out Vanilla. Bambi's mom is giving us genuine content. More than I think any of you believed we'd get from her.
That's so not true.
Yeah, I thought Bambi's mom was a great addition.
Okay, thank you. I was very proud of Bambi's mom as a pick. One of my favorite picks of like all time. Or at least one of my favorite what the fuck, Max. First vote, Bambi's mom.
No.
Vanilla Rabbit.
Yes.
Bambi's mom, Vanilla Rabbit.
Yes.
Bambi's mom is voted out 3-2.
Well, there goes one of the picks
Sad.
of all time.
You know,
As she goes, she can hear the vehicle.
the hunter's just like instead of Jeff putting out her torch, it's just the hunter shooting her in the face again.
Not gonna lie, I forgot how she died. I thought it was a car.
No.
I think we're kind of sick, honestly.
Well, I have to
No,
pick
so
a new.
the survivor music that usually plays during tribal council, it was actually like car noises instead. It was like a car noise cover.
Well, I have to make a new pick. Unless Bambi's mom wins return, in which case I'm switching back to Bambi's mom. But until then, I'm Team Charlotte Pickles. I'm gonna go for my other Max. What Max are you drunk pick? Okay, Lukoa finds an advantage and can penalize another player for re-entry. So I believe Atsuko has an advantage and Lukoa gets to gift a disadvantage. Ai Hoshino finds another idol. Which is good because she used it.
It was her again.
Yeah, she keeps reminding them. Like, shit. I guess it works. There are 2 sparkly eyes. She gets 1 per sparkle, right?
She just had another hit song.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
Petition to rename Pickleball Picklesball. Since Charlotte's in it.
Yeah, go for it.
Good, it's done.
Sure.
Well, it's done now. Okay, the big three's going strong. Yor finds an idol. I mean,
Wow.
she killed someone. They had the idol. She killed a producer for that idol.
Yeah, I was gonna ask if she threatened someone. For
No,
it.
she killed someone. We have some rewards. Excuse me. Mommies win immunity. The other two tribes will be attending council as one group. So I, Hoshino, and Hollow have a minor disagreement. I thought they were doing so well. I mean,
Yeah, I don't know.
I think I tried to do something cute with the wheat, and Hollow was like, "No, I'm bound to that. Don't do it." She was like, "How can I incorporate this into my performance?"
Yeah,
The
she
thing
wanted
is,
to
like-
grow all the wheat up.
Yes, Mr. Vulcan.
Well, the thing is, Hollow may be an adorable fox, but that doesn't mean you can just pet her like a dog.
Oh yeah, she'll fuck you up.
And I constantly pet her.
Everyone forgets sometimes. And I does leave the Pickles Ball Alliance. And forms a new alliance with Cynthia and Hollow. What are we calling this?
I mean, they all had, didn't they all have animes recently?
Huh?
Oh,
I guess?
yeah, I don't know what to call
We're calling it anime. We're doing it. It's so rare to have an anime tribe. This is Anime Survivor. We don't believe in anime. Nothing happens with the mommies. At the stepmom tribe, Tsunade takes a nap. She's finally done something. So anyway, looking at this tribe, I think my girl Charlotte Pickles is going home.
I think they're gonna take a shot at Peggy Hill.
At Paddle and Peggy.
Paddling Peggy.
Maybe, I mean, I don't know. Let's
hope
see.
not.
Huh?
I'm invested in the Pickleball Alliance.
Yeah.
I hope it's like Tsunade or something.
I think Charlotte's going home. God, 3 fucking idols. Yor plays her idol for Izumi. Izumi receives 0 votes. First vote, Yor.
That is a classic Yor play right there. Oh my
Yor.
God, wait.
Yor.
Wait.
My. Yor. Oh, God.
Oh. Beautiful.
Oh,
This is exactly the way Yor was always going to go.
I just love that Yor and Izumi were on the wrong side of the vote, and Yor just played her idol wrong. She's like, Izumi, it's one of us. I'm playing it for you. God, that was funny. Anyway. Yor's at the edge of extinction. They now get to compete and see who returns to the game. Lukoa penalizes Mitsuri. The Hair Dye Alliance has died today. And Yor returns to the game. Nothing has changed.
That's so boring.
It's funny.
She has to avenge her misplay of an idol.
She's yeah, she does. Anyway, now that we've hit the merge, our remaining players in this game are Ai Hoshino, Charlotte Pickles, Cynthia, Hollow, Izumi Curtis, Lola Bunny, My Valentine, Misato Katsuragi, Nico Robin, Peggy Hill, Tsunade, Vanilla the Rabbit, and Your Forger. Hey, Andre, things have changed. Stuff has happened. There are fewer players. I lost someone beloved to me, and that was Bambi's mom. Taken out and shot by the hunter yet again. Anybody who I know we have characters we're rooting for, but are there any characters that we feel have like stood out and could win right now? You feeling anybody, Natalie? A question I don't normally ask.
Sorry, I don't. I'm not thinking about who's going to win. I'm thinking about who's interesting.
Does anybody have a take on who they think has been playing a good game so far?
I do.
Okay, go.
I think, and I truly hate to say this, I think Vanilla the Rabbit's gonna do nothing and win.
I hate that you're right. I think I is playing a strong game. Has she played an idol correctly? Yes. Does she have another idol? Also yes. But that's how I'm feeling. I'm feeling I is playing well, and no one else has done anything of note except her. So congrats, Natalie. Your winner pick is currently the best player. I'm so proud of you.
Oh, thanks, Dad.
You did it. Don't call me that. Okay, Yor has a half idol. She transfers half of her half idol to Izumi. Basically, how the half idol works is alone it's worthless. She has to give half of the idol to another player, and then after tribal council, they can reunite the halves together into a fully functioning idol. So, Izumi might give it back to Yor. We will see. We still have the Pickles Ball Alliance, the Big Three, and anime. There's not a lot going on, I feel like. Oh, good. Random Person 3000 is here. I'm so excited.
Why are people showing up to this episode?
Because it's called Mothers versus Mommies, Thomas. That's the best episode.
It's good clickbait. There's probably people randomly scrolling on Twitch who are like, "Oh, Mothers versus Mommies."
I don't think that's what they see when they scroll through, to be honest. Anyway, Hollow wins immunity, so good for her. Going. Okay, Piggy Hill and Your Forger have a small fight. God.
Wait, Yours an assassin, right?
Yeah.
You think she's scared of the most deadly weapon, the yaoi paddle?
A studded yaoi paddle.
Well, it's in braille for yaoi.
Yeah. The braille though is metal studs.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, Yor is terrified. She wants the paddle. Next up, Hollow and Piggy Hill have a minor disagreement. Hollow has been punished with a newspaper before. She does not want to be paddled.
Do you think Yora's like, holy shit, Peggy, that's the most dangerous weapon of all time, and Peggy's like, watch me take it out on that fox.
Yeah, 100%. Izumi Curtis and Lola Bunny have a small fight.
They're both wearing white tops.
It's actually it's actually pretty simple. Lola Bunny looks like a homunculus to Izumi.
Oh,
And
that is
so
100% true.
She's terrified that Father's on the island, and she's already trying to figure out how to trick her into an alchemy circle just to have her killed.
Oh.
Yeah, but that'd be a major fight.
I mean, for Izumi, that's a minor fight.
Yeah.
You forget how much anger Izumi has.
Yeah, that's true.
Izumi could be the best Sith if she were in a different universe.
Oh no. Yeah, JDM Charms, you do now have to make a graphic of Paddle and Peggy yaoi paddling Hollow. fucking Christ.
Yeah, it's the rules. It's one of the rules of the internet.
Yeah,
Like
you said
35
it. It has to
or
happen now. That's the new pin. I'm just changing the pin every 10 seconds. Anyway, we have a girl power alliance of My Valentine and Misato Katsuragi. I propose we call this alliance the Home Seekers. As they would... Azumi needs a house and Mai needs somewhere where she can lock the fucking doors.
Home Seekers Anonymous.
Okay, someone's going home.
I would call them dazed and confused. That's just me.
That's fair. I think, contrary to Thomas's belief, I think they're just going to vote out Vanilla the Rabbit.
Listen, you're gonna be proven wrong.
I am.
You don't
I
you don't
hope
think they're
you're
gonna
proven
vote
right.
out the victim of the paddle, Holo?
Hollow has an immunity.
Yeah, honestly.
Oh wait, never mind.
Okay, first vote. Send her back! Vanilla. Your vanilla. Your vanilla. Vanilla. So 6 votes your, 4 votes vanilla, 4 votes left. 7 votes your, 6 votes vanilla, 1 vote left. Yours voted out 8-6.
They're
Jesus
like, we voted you out the first time. Get out of here.
Yeah, go home. I was so close though, Thomas. Okay, chat was cracking up at the idea of Bambi's mom only being resurrected only for the game cherishing the precious bit of life given back and then sent back to the dark void of nothingness. Yeah, that's what we did to her. Bambi's mom did not get to be reunited with her child. Chat wants to know the difference between mothers and mommies. Sam, could you please Thomas, could you please explain?
With your best stutter, Thomas.
Yeah.
Well, a mommy is when somebody's really weird about a mother.
I was gonna say the difference is mothers are people who had to have sex to give birth to you, and mommies are characters that you want to have sex with. But yeah, we'll go with that. We'll go with Thomas's.
Wait, back to Bambi's mom.
Yeah.
I need to say, here at Anime Survivor, we're not writing hurt comfort fanfiction. We're only writing hurt fanfiction.
Yeah, I don't believe in happiness. If I believed in happiness, we would have stopped Anime Survivor after the first episode.
Listen, this is the first 20 minutes of Hurt Locker. Nothing more.
It hurts. No, this is just it's either you listen to Anime Survivor or you have to watch It's Such a Beautiful Day.
No.
You remember It's
No,
Such a
Max.
Beautiful... Huh?
No. Max, stop that.
It's good.
No.
It'll fuck you up, but
No.
it's good.
No. Max, stop.
So 2 of us have seen It's Such a Beautiful Day, and the rest of us haven't. Andre, Grave of the Fireflies is a Christmas comedy classic. I don't know why you'd bring it up in a conversation about depressing art. It's the funniest thing I've ever watched.
It says grave and yard in the title. It's good for children.
Yeah.
God, where
No,
else can
it's
it
just
play?
Grave of the Fireflies. There's no yard. Anyway,
No, so it's a house built today.
yeah. Anyway, something happened. Yeah. Yes. Wait. What happened to Edge of Extinction? Misato is given another extra vote. She has 2 now. Or maybe she still only has 1. Alliances continue. I guess Misato is technically the most powerful player now, but I don't think that means a lot.
Yeah.
Mai wins immunity. I'm so proud of her. Chat, yeah. I don't think any of the mommies are canonically mothers. A few of them might be surrogate mothers. My rule with the Mommies tribe was to try to take characters that were explicitly over 18 and not parents, but also Lola Bunny, because you know, I was alive during Space Jam 2, as all of us were, and we remember the discourse. And it was terrible. Okay, Lola's impressing the rest of the team. Sam, please tell us how.
She can dunk.
All right, Sam, that was pathetic. No,
Yeah, it was.
the reason Lola Bunny is impressing the rest of the team is because she can hide a lot of eggs in those ears. And they didn't realize that she was a perfect place to store their keys.
We're going with it. Nico Robin works hard at camp and becomes tired. I'm gonna continue going with Vanilla Rabbit. JDM Charms, I would ban you, but we don't have enough people to like warrant banning anybody. I don't want to ban like our only active chat members. That would not help me.
What the fuck, guys?
Chat is falling apart. At least there's a chat. That's all I care about. I'm happy we have friends. Andre, I'm not letting you get rid of the only people who watch this.
Andre. I do think we should mod Andre.
Okay. I mean, random person's offering to click somewhere to get more views. I would love to do that. Let's pin that message. Make sure everyone knows. Okay, someone's going home. I think it's Vanilla Rabbit, for no reason other than I'm fucking bored of Vanilla Rabbit. She's done fucking nothing.
She's been discreetly getting all of those Easter eggs that Lola Bunny
She has
been hiding. Look at her basket.
Yeah. First vote, Vanilla Rabbit. Nico, Hollow, Nico, Nico, Vanilla, Hollow, Hollow, Nico. 4 votes Nico, 3 votes Hollow, 2 votes Vanilla.
I hate the furries in One Piece.
4 votes left. Yeah. Vanilla. Nico. Nico is voted out 7-3-3. That's what she gets for taking a nap.
Damn! What the fuck?
Don't never take a nap. It will happen to you. You will get voted out. So I has an idol, Cynthia has an idol. Those are the only advantages currently in the game. Our alliances remain the same, though the big 3 did lose Nico. So, you know, that happened. Hollow wins immunity.
But they're still calling themselves the Big Three.
They are. You're right. We should rename that. Okay, it's fixed. Charlotte and Lola Bunny bond strongly. Vulcan was right. Charlotte's keeping her cell phone in those ears now. They even have charging.
It's a wireless charging pad in there.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, Lola, why didn't you tell us you could do this earlier?
Lola Bunny's actually a failed charging dock that escaped Apple.
Yeah. And then Lola and Peggy have a small fight. You cannot fit. I mean, you cannot fit the yaoi paddle in the ears.
I thought it was just because Peggy thought that this was a different game and kept trying to hit the basketball with the paddle.
I mean, that would be fair. Like, Lola's like, hey, want to shoot some hoops? And Peggy's like, baseball. I love baseball.
Yeah. And then Lola's like, well, this is a little more like cricket if you're going to use a paddle. And then Peggy is like, you communist trash.
Yeah, who would... Okay, so I know there's a lot of discourse over who Hank would have voted for. And I firmly believe Hank Hill would not have voted for Donald Trump. Peggy,
he's
though...
a weak handshake.
Huh?
He's a weak handshake.
Yeah, no. Hank votes on character. He's not going to get conned. Peggy, on the other hand... She'd vote for Trump.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Totally, 100%.
Hank would have voted at all.
Hank would have voted. Peggy would have probably... Peggy has serious QAnon mom vibes.
Peggy is wondering why the stores are empty in her small town in Texas right now.
Yeah. She's like, why is nothing here? Anyway, I'm gonna go try to insult some people in Spanish.
And Hank is meanwhile just bitter that he had to vote for a Democrat and even more bitter that she lost.
Yeah. Those are his two. He was like moderately okay voting for Joe Biden, and that was it.
Yeah. He's still a conservative man.
Yeah. He's
So you think Hank voted for the Democrat and then had like a 2-episode arc of feeling sorry about that?
I think Hank is a moderate is center right. Hank is very center right coded, but is open to change, is open to new ideas, and cares about the content of a person. And outside of Buck Strickland, who is able to really fuck with Hank, Hank is pretty good at calling out bullshit. I don't think Hank would have voted for Trump.
Dale, on the other hand.
Dale wouldn't have voted. Dale legitimately does not vote. Though I think Bill would have voted for Trump and Boomhauer would have voted for Harris. Because Bill's an idiot and Boomhauer is definitely like... Boomhauer might have voted Libertarian, actually. I don't know.
Guys, why are we talking about men on the Mother's Day episode?
Because
I've been wondering that too.
We need equal gender representation in Anime Survivor. Anyway, who's going home, Natalie?
Yeah, the problem with Mother's Day is that we're not talking about men.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say.
Yeah, where's the Bechdel test?
I have a coworker who lost his shit over there being a Mother's Day and not a Father's Day, and just in case he watches this episode, this is how you sound, you schmuck. Anyway, back to it.
Do you want to link him to our Father's Day episode? Because that is on YouTube, Fathers versus Daddies.
No, I want to link him to this and have him get to this part and be like, "I'm thinking of you, Patrick."
Okay, good. I mean, there will be another Father's Day episode this year, and it's going to be fathers. It is deadbeat dads versus neglected children. So I'm just saying, pretty excited.
There we go.
It's a good episode. Anyway, someone's going home. Natalie, who's going home?
Vanilla.
Okay, we keep saying that. It keeps not happening.
But if we say it enough, it'll happen.
My Valentine, vanilla. My vanilla. My vanilla. My vanilla. 4-4, 3 votes left. My vanilla.
I want to say I appreciate the wishful thinking.
You did it. You did it, Natalie. You sent Vanilla Rabbit home.
Oh my gosh. I did the obvious thing.
Yeah.
Wait.
Who did Lola Bunny vote for?
Are you saying did Lola betray her race?
Well, I'm just saying, I like to think that, yeah. I like to think that Vanilla approached Lola being like, we could have an alliance, and Lola was like, we're nothing alike. We are not the same.
I'm good at sports. Okay.
Good at sports?
God, how am I the only one of us who's lost somebody? This is just so upsetting.
life imitates art, and sometimes art imitates life.
Vanilla gives Misato an advantage in the next immunity challenge. At this point, I firmly believe Misato just wins if she gets to the end, since everyone gifts her everything.
Yeah, probably.
I wins immunity. Sorry about the advantage, Misato. Didn't work out for you. Excuse me. Hollow and Misato have a minor... The problem here is that while Misato has finally found somewhere to rent, it is not pet friendly.
She's like, I can't have you shedding on the carpet.
Yeah, the flea. I'm gonna get charged a safety deposit. I'm gonna get charged pet rent for all the fleas. Each flea individually is a $25 a month pet rent. Why is pet rent a fucking thing? My dog doesn't have a job.
I just thought maybe Misato got drunk enough that she thought Holo was like a pony she could ride, and tried to put a saddle on her.
I think Holo pointed out to Misato that between the two of them, if either one of them was most likely to actually shit on the carpet by accident, it would be Misato in a drunken rage.
Hello, Andre.
Hello, I've been here for the last 5 minutes.
Yeah, I noticed.
I didn't.
I only came here to tell you that for those who say there's no Father's Day, just remind them that every day is Father's Day. And that's all I came to say.
It's an important day. You know, as men, society really holds us down.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm going to kill myself for saying that now. Moving on.
I mean, you're just telling the truth, Max.
I'm just upset. Who's going home? I mean,
My Valentine.
my Valentine.
I think they're
Peggy
gonna,
Hill.
Wait. Who's not an alliance? Are they gonna take a shot at Misato?
Misato lost Nico. She's with Mai, and then I don't remember who her other ally is.
Like, how the fuck is Tsunade still in the game?
I don't know. Let's see if Tsunade
Actually.
goes home. It's a good question. First vote, Mai.
Tsunade's been sweet talking the producers.
Yeah. Hollow. Tsunade. There we go, see? I love that Tsunade and Hollow have the same background.
Generic modern anime background.
Yeah. Okay, Mai goes home in a 7-2 to 1 vote. Which is a shot at Tsunade, because she was in an alliance with Mai. No one quits. Okay, yeah. Misato's only ally left is Lola Bunny. Ai Hoshino wins immunity again. All that idol training really paying off. Cynthia and Lola Bunny have a minor...
To be fair, to be an idol, you have to... You have to do, like, workout videos on stream.
Mm-hmm. It's important. Okay, Cynthia and Lola Bunny have a minor disagreement.
Cynthia thinks Lola's a Pokemon.
I mean, that's kind of where I was going to.
Well, she thinks the basketball is just an oversized Pokeball and doesn't understand why she doesn't get inside of it already.
Like, what kind of Pokeball is that? It's a basketball.
She's like, get in your ball.
Yeah.
Just get in your ball.
Get in your ball. I want to use you to fight a child and make them cry, so I can add their tears to my vermouth.
She's like, I'm gonna give you a Mega Evolution, so just get in that ball.
Yeah. Peggy Hill and Tsunade have a minor disagreement.
Tsunade has a way bigger paddle hidden in a robe.
Yeah, but it's not studded. It doesn't say Yaoi in Braille on it.
But Sonata doesn't need it studded. Sonata can beat the crap out of it.
That's true. That's true. Paddle and Peggy torment and Sonata. That doesn't work. Cynthia leaves the Anime Alliance.
Oh, she's done.
Yeah, let's see.
He's no longer anime.
Okay, let's. Cynthia is no longer anime. That means obviously she goes home. First vote, Hollow. Tsunade. Okay, Tsunade goes home 8-1. That's what happens when you cross Peggy Hill.
How?
You guys all still have your picks. This is bullshit.
Yeah.
Just that good.
Yeah, you know, Bambi's mom deserved better.
Maybe Bambi's mom. Oh no. Shit. Watch how Vanilla gets back in the game.
I'll be so upset. God, this alliance structure is so boring. So wait, who's not in an alliance then?
Cynthia?
Yeah, Cynthia. Cynthia's not in an alliance. And then the other character.
That being said, I
Bambi's
think
mom
that
deserved
they
better
could
than to
do
be
a lot of
picked by
follow.
me. That is true. Okay, Cynthia and Hazumi don't have alliances. Lola wins immunity. Okay, so Ai Hoshino and Izumi Curtis have a major fight. Huge fight. I mean, Izumi definitely coughed up blood on her idol outfit, right? So that would happen.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Or like, no, I was doing like an idol dance, and the lights were forming what looked like a human transmutation circle, and Izumi immediately interrupted. Like, no, don't do it. It's not worth it. And then Izumi and Peggy Hill have a minor disagreement. I think Izumi's upset she never thought to paddle the Elric boys with that studded paddle.
That's true.
She's like, man, I really could have made Ed suffer with that thing.
And Peggy thinks Izumi wasted all potential use of the Philosopher's Stone. She's like, the punishment could have been more severe if I only had that power. She wants to turn all her students into Nina.
Oh no. I mean, she is still trying to figure out how to get rid of Lola.
Yeah, because then they can live in a kennel and she doesn't have to teach them anymore.
Pickleball dissolves and a new big alliance forms.
So the final five.
Yeah, let's just call it that. Nope. It's 5 o'clock somewhere too.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere adjusted for time zones.
Okay. And that is I, Charlotte, Hollow, Lola, and Misato. So Peggy in a bad position. I think Peggy's going home
Wait,
here.
didn't you say you'd name it The Hangover?
Shut up. Shut up, Zach Galifianakis. Okay. Who is going home and why is it Peggy Hill?
I agree that it's Peggy.
I do too. I realize Charlotte hasn't done anything in a long time. Do you think she's just out taking calls out of... Huh?
Do you think it was exposed that Peggy voted for Trump?
Yeah, it was exposed Peggy voted for Trump. First vote, Peggy. Izumi. No. Oh! 4 votes Izumi, 3 votes Peggy, as Izumi is voted out. Mr. Vulcan. Your options are Misato and Peggy and Hollow.
Well, I guess I'll go with Misato.
Okay, that checks out. You are an Evangelion man.
Mm-hmm.
As any proper person who went to a high school with a robotics club, it would be.
As any tech high grad knows.
Yeah, as any. Hey, dude, most high schools had dances. We had LAN parties with a room dedicated to Neon Genesis Evangelion marathons.
The way God intended.
Yeah, that's how schools should be. Okay. I love that the It's 5 o'clock somewhere 2 alliance is just I and Hollow and Lola and Misato, and they just both picked up Charlotte. Like, that's all this is the two duos got together and picked up Charlotte. Lola wins reward.
I think I know who's at the bottom of the totem pole there.
Lola wins immunity, so
Lola's going crazy, actually.
Lola's going crazy, but she's... Okay, she is in that. I can't remember the alliances. I'm silly.
She's a basketball star. Of
She
course
is.
she's going,
And that's
going nuts.
it's her, and she's a basketball idol, and Hoshino is a musical idol, and together they're idling their way through the game. Okay, so, oh god, I forgot Cynthia's here. Cynthia doesn't have allies, but has an idol. She could do something fun. Hollow and Misato find something in common.
Do you think she's gonna idle the Lopunny out of the game?
You gonna what? Oh, Cynthia.
Nothing.
Which one's the Lopunny? Is it
Yeah.
is it Lola or Hollow?
It's Lola.
Okay. Is what the Pokemon community does to Lopunny worse or better than what it does to Cynthia?
It's better than what they did to Cynthia.
Okay.
Because the Cynthia's uncalled for, and Game Freak was asking for it with Lopunny.
That's true. They do love making Pokemon that they know people want to fuck.
Listen,
Anyway.
you can't even blame the Pokemon community on that one. That was by design.
I mean, I just wish I'm not anti-furry. I just wish the Pokemon developers would stop making Pokemon that were their poorly disguised fetish. Like, if the community is gonna get horny on main, that's fine, but at least, make them work for it. Make them sit there and have to sexualize Poliwrath. Like, what the fuck am I saying?
Just click buttons.
You know what I mean.
Just
Anyway,
hit
click
button
buttons.
X.
Anyway, I think Cynthia inadvertently idles out Misato. That's my guess. Oh, wait, no, Misato's in the
Cynthia
alliance.
gets idled out with her.
I think Cynthia's gonna take
not
a
idle,
shot at Paddle and Peggy Hill.
Yeah, no, sorry. That's what I think is going to happen. Because that would be the dumbest play. No idol played. First vote, Hollow. Sorry, we need to visit chat real quick. Let's see. I one time challenged myself to find a Pokemon I could not find porn of. The winner apparently is Behemoth.
That's a Gen 5 Pokemon.
But that's not a Pokemon.
Okay, then JD Charms, you have to go back to the fucking drawing board. Okay, vote Hollow, vote Peggy, vote Peggy, vote Peggy. Peggy's voted out 6-1. She paddled her last peg. Well, at least no one was Team Peggy, right?
Did she accidentally greet with adios? And they were like, good idea.
Yeah, yeah.
Are you saying she became a pegboard?
I'm saying Jeff Probst snuffed her torch with the Yowie paddle. Charlotte Pickles wins immunity. There we go.
Guys, the chatter's right. That is a Pokemon.
Wait, what, Sam?
The chatter's right. That was a Pokemon.
Behemoth, it's
No,
not
I was
Gen
saying
5?
it wasn't a Pokemon
You guys were saying it
because
was
it's
Gen
a
5.
Gen 5.
That's not Pokemon.
Oh, I'm a dumbass. Okay.
You
sorry,
are, yeah. Get your
that's-
shit together.
Okay. Yeah.
I do like it's so obscure, even the pervs haven't found it yet. That checks. It checks out that Gen 5 would have the Pokemon that people didn't sexualize. It's the worst generation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, the fun part about Cynthia having immunity here is as long as Charlotte. As long as Cynthia plays her idol, she has to take a shot at one of the pairs. So this is the best power disruption possible. Anyway, I and Misato bond strongly. Here's the thing.
Uh-oh.
I's a homeowner. And Misato wants in. Misato wants in on that shit.
I
Just
also
like I'll
has
be a little
health
gremlin in
care.
your closet.
Yeah. They also have similar hair color. Cynthia's a meltdown. Did she read a fanfic about her?
Oh god.
Okay, let's see. I think Hollow gets idled out here. What do you think? What do you guys think?
Yeah. I think Cynthia's not going to play her idol and just try to social her way out of it.
After crying in a corner,
Yeah. That's relatable.
Cynthia
Dark
plays her
Horse
idol.
Charlotte.
Oh, fuck.
Cynthia receives 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 votes and takes out Lola Bunny.
Fuck!
He did fucking idol out the Lopunny.
Shit.
Cynthia! Hell yeah. What a play.
What a mommy play.
Yeah, what a dommy mommy play. Jesus Christ. Okay, someone's gonna return to the game
Who was
now.
reporting Lola Bunny?
Wait, Sam was, but we're gonna let him wait and see who returns first before he has to pick.
Yeah, I might get it right back.
Yeah.
Get her.
Nico Robin returns to the game.
God damn it.
Okay, Sam, you can pick Nico Robin or Hollow.
Well, I was gonna pick Hollow, just like Lacuna Craft, so I'm on Hollow train now.
Okay.
I picked one furry. We're just sticking with it.
Okay. That's fine. Nico gives her half idol to I. As it's I and Hollow fiercely loyal to each other, and then it's 5 o'clock somewhere too.
Call it at 4 o'clock somewhere because they're missing one.
You're right. They're just the time you can drink is just slowly creeping up in acceptability. Dude, I didn't know it was weird to drink at fucking noon until I saw an ad for the movie Spanglish. I was like, wait, it's weird for your parents to be drunk at noon? Thanks, Adam Sandler. Teaching me the good life lessons. Anyway, I Hoshino wins immunity. She shares it with Hollow and Charlotte Pickles. Charlotte finds an idol.
Wait, they're feeding the wolf chocolate cake.
Yeah, they're trying to get a medevac.
The
she's
sugar
a
helps her. The sugar helps her deal with the fleas.
Well,
By the
if
way,
she's
she's
dying,
shit.
maybe the fleas will leave.
Nah, they got to finish the job and eat her body.
Yeah. God, this is so many idols. I hope Nico survives and no idols get played, because then we have 3 idols in the final 5, which is the worst. Anyway, I think Nico gets voted out here.
Yeah.
Or maybe they take out Cynthia.
No, I think they take out Nico Robin.
Oh yeah, they probably take out Nico Robin.
I mean, I think it's Nico, but Dark Horse Charlotte.
Okay. First vote, Cynthia. Nico, Cynthia, Nico. Nico is voted out 4-2. The second Cynthia vote being Charlotte. Wow. We're back to the same 5. Sam, congratulations. You're on Team Hollow. Oh, you were already on Team Hollow.
Yeah.
This is bad news for Cynthia. Thomas, congratulations. She won immunity. How did Hollow not win the challenge called Giant Tick?
I don't know.
Her whole narrative is she has fleas and she can't win Giant Tick.
Well, the insurance didn't go through.
No, clearly the insurance went through. That's why she can't get the tick. So I and Charlotte have idols. And Cynthia has immunity. So Misato or Hollow go home. Misato and Hollow bond slightly. So
Is it over the fact that they know they're eliminating?
I think that Misato thinks she's getting to live at Ai's house, and Ai doesn't have a no pets policy, so Misato is sneaking Hollow into the house. Anyway.
So they're both going to be closet gremlins. Got it.
Yeah, anyway, I'm pretty sure Misato's going home here. Because I think...
Yeah, that makes
Yeah,
sense.
I'm pretty sure. Ai and Charlotte play their idols for themselves. Charlotte receives 1, 2, 3 votes. Ai receives a vote. Misato receives a vote.
That's so tragic.
The end of this is she thought she finally had a house, but she got taken out. Girl power is over. Ai is now more loyal to Charlotte Hollow, but Hollow is more loyal to just Ai. Ai wins immunity, so it's fire making. Ai gives immunity to Charlotte. Hollow and Cynthia make fire. Who do you think's better at making fire between Hollow and Cynthia?
There's no fire types in Sinnoh, unfortunately.
That is true.
Garchomp could probably catch
So
things on
Cynthia would
fire.
know.
Hollow wins. Cynthia doesn't know how to make fire.
Yeah, I was going to say, Hollow's like a god of dry grass. So.
Yeah, Hollow's incredibly flammable. Just ask all of California.
Yeah.
So, I think Ai wins. I said it at Merge. I'm going to say it again. I think Ai wins. Especially because Misato's not at Final 3.
Yeah,
She
probably.
idled her way through the game.
Mm-hmm. Everybody has one vote. Hollow, I, Charlotte, Hollow, I. So that's 4 votes Hollow, 4 votes I, 2 votes Charlotte. 5-5, 6-6. It's a tie between I and Hollow, with Charlotte breaking the tie. And Charlotte votes for I. So Ai Hoshino wins this season of Mothers versus Mommies. Receiving votes from Bambi's mom, My Valentine, Peggy Hill, Tsunade, Vanilla Rabbit, and Your Forger. Your wins fan favorite. Yeah, Yosoba Idol victory song.
So, because I won,
Yes.
does that mean that A, she gets the Best Mom of the Year award,
Yes.
but also is classified as a Dami.
She is both Mother of the Year and Mommy of the Year.
Yeah. All right.
And she's Vanilla got 17 votes. Wait, most strategic was Misato, followed by Cynthia, followed by Hollow. Checks out.
Wow.
Anyway, that was tonight's episode of Anime Survivor. Thank you all for joining stream. I'm not sure if we'll be here next week. We might be in Con Crunch. So I don't actually want to promise an episode next week.
No, we will be in Con.
We will be in Con Crunch. There will not be an episode next week. We will, however, be at Fanime in 2 weeks. So that's pretty cool. So we'll be doing Anime Survivor at Fanime. It's going to be at 9:30 on Sunday. So it'll be at con and not recorded or streamed because it's very hard to do that at conventions. Chris, aka Lukunacraft, will be there. There will be prizes. So if you are going to Fanime, please come on down and check it out. If you're not going to Fanime, you're fucking dead to me. I'm kidding. Please stay. We love you very much. Other announcements. We will be at Daikon, which is the anime convention hosted at UC Davis next weekend. Natalie, you have a brand new panel that you're doing, your first solo panel there, correct?
Yes, that's right. It's Uh-Oh Shoujo. Come check it out if you happen to be close enough to Davis.
Yeah, or if you're not close enough to Davis, just, really, really expend your life savings to go to a small college anime convention. I'll be doing 5th Gen Isn't Pokemon while I'm there. And then that's what we're doing there. At Fanime, we have a bunch of fucking panels. I'll post the schedule on our Blue Sky and Discord because I don't remember it off the top of my head. But there'll be stuff. 2 new panels at Fanime. We have Fandoms, a fair and balanced analysis about the history of fandoms. Better than the old fandoms panel we used to do, hopefully, because it will be less edgy. And then we have Info Wario, which is... Oh God, I fucking love Info Wario. Sam, you want to talk about Info Wario?
I'm so scared.
We're we are making fun of Alex Jones for 45 minutes.
Yeah, it's good. It's what if Alex Jones were Wario and also had a designated fact checker from The Onion? It's good, I believe. Anyway, that's the end of the panel. That's the end of Anime Survivor. Thank you all for being here. We'll continue trying to upload all of this stuff, so that'll be fun and cool. I'm going to stop recording now. That's my plan.